Hi, everyone. We're just going to be waiting to see for a few minutes if anybody hops on before I start going through this giant collection I got together of a bunch of different items from the catalogs and brochures. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting for some of my items to arrive from the Record Breaker catalog brochure, I should say, the mid-October brochure, and our toy brochure. So some of those I will not be able to go through. Don't mind me. I'm trying to scoot down some off the couch to try to get that glare out. But so I'll go ahead and go over the brochures while we're waiting. So we have 3 brochures right now. Best time of the month, best time of the year, I should say, actually, to buy. So we'll start with the Record Breaker brochure, which is going to end October 25th. It is for breast cancer awareness. So we have lots of good items. The Bowl Blossoms 3-piece stocking set. Now, these bowls actually attach to each other, which is, really, really nice because they just stay on. You stack them and take them somewhere. We have the insulated thermal flask, which works very, very well, keeps things very hot. So if you are going to use it, I would suggest leaving the lid off for a few seconds before you put the lid on, so that way it's not going to burn you when you go ahead to drink whatever's inside. Great to use as a bottle warmer for those that may need it. Mine are past that stage, thankfully, but there's a cute little lid on there that you can actually use as a little cup. And I love this little 3-piece set, which is only available actually next week. So if anybody's interested, just let me know. And it comes with a cute little free mini keychain. So you can put little things in there usually. But also on the brochure, here we've got our silicone oven glove. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to. There we go. And all our bowls. I'm waiting for some of mine to arrive. The 3-piece round set. Actually, I do have that, so I forgot to get it out. So I will have to go and grab that. Our decorator bag with tips, which works really, really well. Our baking sheet with rim, which is awesome because it has little lines and circles and dots and things to help with any measurements. Our measuring aid set. So you get the measuring cups and spoons together and 6 Tupper Minis. And Tupper Minis are amazing. I did a game not long ago with that guessing game that had popcorn kernels inside the Tupper Minis. And it was over 300 popcorn kernels could fit in one of the little Tupper Minis. They're great. So those basically, they come free. And the vegetables are fantastic too for gifts. So you actually save a lot of money by buying 2 sets. Also, personally, I need 2 sets. We have a large family, and not to be gross or disgusting, but with kids and illnesses and things like that, they make great peoples. And obviously, you don't want to cook in the same one that somebody was puking in previously. So, and then on the last page, we have our Quick Shake Classic Container, which originally was only going to be available for a week, but they actually made it available for all month. Don't mind my writing on there. It's my copy, so I tend to write. I mark off things that I've ordered or that I have. So that is awesome. And some beautiful light pink eco bottles and our lunch set. Now, also, I am raising money to donate lunch sets to those that are battling breast cancer currently, because our plastic is all BPA, phthalate, and dioxin free. So all the hormones that could affect them while they're going through their treatments are not in our plastics. So they have no concern in using our items. But so if you're interested in that, just let me know. So we'll go on to our mid-October brochure. Now, I don't have one of these yet, but it goes with our master base system, which I will show you shortly. And it's a rice accessory, and it makes apparently the best mashed potatoes because there's 0 lumps. Okay. And here's some of our special pie and cake takers and racks. Okay. Special cake servers. We have special event and serves, which are very nice for leftovers and things like that. Event and serves, I apologize. Our crystal wave. I also have the event and serve collection, which I absolutely love because those can also go in the freezer. And we have our stack cooker, which I did a video on 5-minute brownies with the kiddos, which was a little chaotic not long ago. So I have some of the stack cooker to show you, but there's still some brownies left in the one piece. So I can bring that out. Then we have a adorable little mini canister set, okay, which has a special deal that you get 4 2-cup containers for $24 or $15 with every $50 spent. So if you spend $50, you can get these canisters for $15. And also our new mini goodies form that you can use to make little chocolates. You could use it for other things too, like little Jello things and whatnot. We have our sift and store, which I do not have yet, or the Decapen. I'm waiting for those to arrive, and some great little cookie cutters. And my favorite, which is the Peanuts collection. I'll show this here in just a minute. We are Peanuts fans here, Snoopy fans. And lastly, a special on our spaghetti dispensers. Now, you can use our spaghetti dispensers for great gift ideas. You can use them for just about anyone. You can put recipe items in there for cooking. All kinds of different items, soups, cookies, brownies, cakes, but also you could fill it with plenty of other things, school supplies for teachers or something they would like, spa or beauty items, gift cards, shove some tissue paper in there and stick a gift card in there. Excuse me, pretty much anything you can think of, you can stick in a spaghetti dispenser. So I'm not gonna go through the entire fall catalog. So I'll go ahead and get to showing some items now. So we'll start with is with the season and serve. Now, this thing is fantastic. Lid goes on tight. You can flip it over. Great for marinades, for meats. You can also, I use anything I can get my hands on. I will find a use for it, even if it's not for what it was made for. So you can use it as a container to store items. I've used it to store cupcakes before when I've had too many, just because I have 2 cupcake containers, but sometimes my children require more cupcakes than that for birthdays or for celebrations. So you can also sit them in here, and it works great. Got kittens, so the kittens are probably going to start. They tend to jump around. They've been jumping around all the items here. So our eco bottles. We've got 3 kind of eco bottles aside from the pretty pink ones in our October record breaker brochure. Eco bottles are fantastic. Like I said before, all our plastics are safe and, help save the environment. Bring your own water. Oh boy. Sorry, the kittens. And, I love them. My kids love them. They don't leak. The lids work great. All right, so we're going to go to our lovely little Speedy Mando. It's like a little mini mandolin, okay? And just super easy to grate anything real quick. I'm not actually going to show using any of these because my husband doesn't like me using sharp objects. I've had to have fingertips sewn on a few too many times. So, but I do plan on doing some videos later on this week with him utilizing some of these items. So, and then we have our mandolin, which is absolutely amazing. You can make just about any type of cutting you can imagine with this thing. So, here's the top piece, and you cut away. So I will also include this in the video later on. We got our egg slicers back. Okay. Super easy to use, fantastic, and lifetime warranty. So even if you buy a smaller like an egg slicer, they stand behind their warranty. I apologize if you hear dings in the background. Okay. Let's go to the next item here. Our all-in-one mate. Got many different uses for juice, different types of strainers and attachments, and it has a lid, okay, that has different ways you could pour or not pour, for that. Here's our little all-in-one shaker, okay, nice to have, easy to use. Again, you just shake. And this is our, actually, I apologize. This is our quick shake, a little quick shake container. And here's our all-in-one shaker. You can use this for any type of mixing, whether it is gravies, and you need a lot, and you don't want to use the little one. Drink mixes works great with any powders I've ever used. Works fantastic. Alright, so here is our Power Chef. Now this one's blue. I don't have a red one, because the top pulls off. Again, lifetime warranty. So, but it comes with a bunch of different little attachments here. Blades. I always keep any blade covers on. Spinner, and then this awesome little measuring. I don't know if you can see. So I know the contrast keeps changing. I apologize. Measuring device to help with that, and then it has a nice lid with a liquid tight seal that I love. So whatever you mix up, you can go ahead and throw in the fridge for later. So, all right, let me put some of the stuff back in here because I will lose it. So next, along our lines of the Power Chefs, you got your chop and prep. Now, this thing is great too because it's little, it's portable. If you have any trouble with eating foods, you can actually even take this somewhere with you because it's so discreet. Nothing, it doesn't require electricity. Okay, neither does the, sorry, that's my hand. Power Chef either. And it's amazing what they can do. And again, it comes with a liquid tight seal lid. Okay, let's go to our master base system. Now, this is the Fusion Master. Spiralizer. Ugh, sorry. And you can make all kinds of different little ribbons with that. They have a lot of other attachments. We also have the mincer attachment, which you actually can also use that to stuff pastas, make sausages. Makes excellent salsa with that, fresh salsa. And we have the Great Master that also goes with this. So lots of different attachments. Definitely well worth it. Okay. Next we'll go to our mix and store pitcher. All right. This thing's pretty cool, pretty big. You mix anything in there, and you can also, again, you can stick it in the fridge for later. Okay. Let's see. Our double colander. Now, I really like this because I am not the most coordinated person when it comes to pouring out and straining things. And I love that the holes are small enough that your smaller items will not fall through. So, and you have the top piece as well. Show a few of the gadgets and items here. All right. So, our can opener. Now, this is the most amazing can opener I've ever used. It cuts the can so you don't have any sharp edges. You don't have to worry about being cut. You don't have to worry about the lid cutting through the trash can bag or anything. I'm one of those that's super OCD about putting the lid inside the can. But with this one, you don't even have to worry about that. Our chef series, not chef series, I apologize. Yes, chef series. Man, I'm going to take a sip of my drink because I'm having a hard time speaking. I'm thirsty. Mouth's dry. All right, our Universal Series chef knife. Okay, this thing is fantastic. My husband also, again, loves knives. We have a ton of Hinkle knives. And now, first things he's goes for is these. Also, the kitchen shears. Love them. They cut through just about anything, and they're very easy to take apart for easy cleaning. Okay, I'm not gonna do it at the moment because my fingers don't work very well, but they come right apart. Now our poultry shears. Now I will admit I was a little skeptical. I'm like, what do you really need those for? You know, whatnot. I actually did a rotisserie chicken the other weekend, and these came in handy because I am not as good at taking apart a chicken and all those kinds of things. So I utilize these. They cut through everything. So easy. And they have a little lock on them because they are automatically open. Okay. All right. For you wine drinkers, our corkscrew. I absolutely love this. Again, my hands aren't very good, so corkscrews come in handy. I've had some electric ones over the years, and they never really worked as good to me as having one by hand. Our ice cream scoop. Now, let me tell you a little about this because you think, oh, it's just an ice cream scoop. Well, it's super heavy. Like you probably could knock somebody out with it. Works great for pumpkins. 'Tis the season. But there is a specialized zinc coating on the ice cream scoop that reacts with the magnesium in the metal underneath, which allows it to cut through rock solid hard ice cream like butter. And it's amazing. I never have to get another ice cream scoop, which I never will need to because again, all of our items have lifetime warranties on them. I'm trying to keep the contrast from going in and out. All right, let me see. Having to get the stuff that's in further back. So here are our measuring cups. Okay, absolutely love these. They have everything written on them. Okay, have everything written on them. As you can see there, it says quarter cup. Our measuring spoons. Now these all snap together, but I just take a key ring and I run them all through a key ring. That's my preference. One of the ones that you can just pop open so you can take off one, to throw it in the sink. What I love about these is the way it's made. Usually with the measuring spoons, they're rounded on the bottom. And if you're like me and your hand shakes some, you can't keep any small amounts in a measuring spoon. But the way this is made, there's no issue in it not being the proper amount. Okay. Whew. All right. The next, our cold brew carafe. Did a video on this before. Absolutely love it. You can do coffee, you can do tea. And cold brew doesn't mean you have to drink your coffee cold. What the cold brew does is it gives a much richer flavor, but also removes a lot of the acids that would irritate your stomach or digestive system. So, I use it. I like to heat up my coffee in the morning, so I pour it out and just pop it in the microwave with whatever I mix in with it, and for hot coffee. Now, typically with my kids, I still end up usually drinking my coffee cold. So next, I'm going to show my favorite item, which is actually from our sales brochure. We have the peanuts one touch canisters. Okay, so I'll show all three designs here. They all fit inside each other nicely. Okay, but our nice one touch lid to close it. And this is our large cookie canister. Absolutely adorable. Like I said, we love Snoopy around here. All right. So here's one of our cutting boards that can go with the family stackable set. You can order extra cutting boards to go with it. I like it because it's nice and small for something quick and easy, very durable. Haven't had any issues with it. Our spatula. Now, again, it's a spatula. Well, this spatula is super awesome. I've take this off. You can still use this piece too to help spread things or even something out. And plus, you want something that you can take apart, because you have any idea how gross it probably is inside your spatula if you haven't taken it apart or you're not able to take it apart. But it's not too easy to get off though. So it stays on. It's nice. It's durable and works great. Okay. So our spaghetti dispensers, as I mentioned earlier when going through the brochure, these also make great gift items, which is why we have them on special. You can put, different recipe mixes in it, or other items I mentioned earlier about school supplies or spa items. So what's nice is it has this nice little insert that goes in, and you can get out certain size servings of pasta when the person needs it later. You can get 3 different lid color choices: vineyard, which is a dark red maroonish, silver or gravestone, and the traditional black lid. So it all seals nicely. Okay. Something else for our special. And I'm looking for the rest of the pieces because I brought them in, but I have a feeling they got knocked around. But here is the cup from the Mickey Through the Years, which you'll see in the kids brochure. The tumbler, I should say. I absolutely love the tumblers. I use them. All my kids use them. They don't leak. And trust me, they've been knocked around. I've even had one of my children decide to chuck it across the room with something in it. And it hit the floor and nothing spilled. Okay. So I'm going to scoot back here and try to grab some of these other items. Oh, here's the rest of it. The cat's not doing it. Okay. All right. So the Mickey Through the Years comes with also sandwich keeper. Adorable, little snack cup, perfect size to put things in. All right. Yes. Lots of stuff. My husband has cut me off from buying any more Tupperware because any commission I make pretty much goes back into either buying them to be able to show them or also to use them. So this is our breakfast maker. Okay. And you can make eggs, you can make all kinds of things in it. My favorite to use it for is cinnamon rolls. 30 seconds. That's all it takes for my microwave. I put 2 cinnamon rolls, or actually I usually put 3, and stick it in there. Oh, they're so perfect. So good. Okay. So here's a few of our modular mates, like I said, I basically find a use for everything. I'll send a picture of my pantry later. It's not perfect. It's very old pantry, and but it's very nice to be able to put things in them, without things going stale. I haven't had anything yet go stale. So Ian, my kids have gotten into things like cookies and things like that, not completely stale it good. And luckily they still didn't go stale because even with it only partially shut, it didn't go stale. So these are small ovals, okay? And here's one of the small square ones, and you can get a specialized lid for the square ones. It's called a signature line lid, and it flips up. You can access what's up. And something else here. Here's one of our lunch sheet containers. Um, I use these all the time. Easy to use, and for kids or anybody else, they're so easy. I have stuck use them for storage. I put batteries in them. Like I said, there's not a container in my house that goes unused. Fridge smarts. Now these things are amazing, and what's nice is the guide as far as how you would set the fridge smart, and I'll show you the lid in a second so you can see that, is right on the fridge smart. So if you have onions, lettuce, you want it half vented. If you have carrots or zucchini, you don't want it vented. If you have like broccoli or corn, you want it fully vented. Okay. Now lid is super easy to use, and the little key code up here as far as where the slider goes is in the same color, but it's fully open, half open, fully closed. And again, no container goes unused in my house. So if I'm not storing something in it, blueberries, strawberries, And so the other side also shows more items as far as a guide, as far, what to put in it. I will find another use for it. I've used this to store rice actually a lot. We like rice in our house. Which, speaking of rice maker. So we have the breakfast maker, the rice maker, and the pasta maker. Now, unfortunately, my pasta maker is not clean at the moment because my kids think it makes the best macaroni and cheese ever. And what's nice is that the rice maker also makes amazing rice. I've had probably 10 or 15 different electric rice makers over the years, and if not initially, over time, they will become inconsistent with their timing. I've never had rice that's been too crunchy, that's been too dry, too wet. Perfect rice every time. And, yes, you can make it on the stove or an electric rice maker. You can make your macaroni and cheese on the stove or your cinnamon rolls in the oven, but it is so nice to have your hands free. Pop it in the microwave. You don't even have to watch the stove. You don't have to worry about it. And with 5 kids, yes, that's very nice option. Okay, so I'm going to jump into a last few other items. I know this is getting long, but I wanted to show you as much as I possibly could. So here is one of our Benton serves. Okay, not Benton serves. I keep saying that. I apologize. Our Crystal Wave. Okay, which works nicely. Basically, how it works to vent, you just press it down or press it back to have it sealed. Works great for leftovers. Throw them in the fridge. But me personally, everybody's different. I prefer the Benton serves because these I can stick in the freezer. No issues in the lids. And I like these vents better. Just kind of pops up, pull it up, pull it back down to seal. And super easy to put on. Pops right on. I've had one of these fly across the room. The lid didn't even pop off. And I will say I've had one of these fly across the room and the lid did come off. But typically, the seals are great. I just have a preference for the Benton serves. They are a little more expensive, but to me, they are well worth the extra money. Now here's our bent serve soup mugs. Now I do love these because they're great. They're portable. They have a nice little handle. They're pourable if you're going to pour it out or if you're going to share. My kids can take this to school easily and reheat soup. Some of my kids like to take soup to school. But speaking of soup, typically they like to take it in the on-the-go jar. So the on-the-go jars are great. They interlock. Okay. So the bottom, there we go. So the bottom of one jar will fit on the top of the other, and you just twist and they lock together. So if you need to bring several different types, which like my family, all my kids have food sensory issues, so most nights there's 3 different meals. But if we're on the go, I can't just bring everybody the same thing. It would be nice, but we're not there yet. So, but also again, for going to school, we'll put hot soup or Chef Boyardee, SpaghettiOs, any of that in here, and it'll still be hot when they open it for lunchtime. It really does keep that temperature, either hot or cold. Let's move on to here are the other pieces of the stack cooker. So the stack cooker comes with many different pieces. Lid, 2 sealable lids that can go on top. Okay, this is only one of them because the other one's in use. Now this, I'm sure most of you know what this is for, but to make bun cakes. Okay. This one, holes in the bottom. Okay. But you can stack everything together and you put it in the microwave. Again, some people don't like microwave cooking, and that is just fine. I will say our cookware is absolutely amazing. My manager, she did a video of showing you don't need any oils, any butters, or anything like that when you cook. And they are so nonstick that even after you're finished eating, you go do the dishes, just rinse the pan under water, and everything came right off of it. So they are truly nonstick. And again, our cookware may seem a little on the expensive side, but it's the last set of cookware you will ever have to buy. I did the math, and if you buy a $10, which most likely you can't even get a pan or pot for $10 that will last you a year, but every year, in less than 10 years, you've already paid more than what you would have to buy the cookware set. So, and again, like there's a lifetime guarantee. So anything never goes wrong, which apparently is quite rare. But if for some chance something does, crack or break or chip or peel or anything, their lifetime warranty will cover it. So last one you'll ever have to buy. All right, so freezer mates. Again, if I'm not using it in the freezer, I find another use for it. But the lids go right on. Super, super easy. Okay. Super tight, good seals. And things are frostbitten. How you put it in is how you get it out. You never have to worry about frostbite again with those. Okay. See, we're getting down towards the end here. So here's a set of our one-touch containers, okay, with the easy lid. You can put anything in these. They're great. Absolutely love them. One of my favorites. Here's our Wonderlear bowls, okay. And the nice liquid tight seal lid kind of partners that. However, these are our impressions bowls, and I'll say I wasn't expecting them to be that great. I figured, the lids probably, come off easily or anything like that, but I have taken and used it I had salad in. There's a medium bowl, but right now it's in use. Salad in it, put dressing on it, put the lid on it, shook it up, no problem. this. I dropped them. Nothing came out. So the lids were definitely sealed a lot better than I expected. Okay. Now, one of these is actually in use again. Vegetables, which are amazing. They have handles. Again, liquid tight seal lids. Okay. Now, this is part of one of the Host Special collections, the canister sets. Now, when I was a kid, my mother had all her bowls were designed like this. But and if you're not using them, you can just stick them inside each other. Fantastic canister set. It's one of our Hostess specials. Okay. And here is our Shapo toy. I have a few of these because even my 7 and 12-year-old have fun with them. Mostly because pull them apart and watch everything pull out. But there's always fighting over it. Amazing, amazing toy. Great to work on dexterity. I actually even use it. Like I said, I've got issues with my hands, so I'll use it to work on my fine motor skills. So you can do all kinds of fun things with this, and games and challenges and things like that. That's it for everything I had in here. I do have a few other items in the kitchen, but this is now 36 minutes long, and I don't think we really need to make it much longer. I did mention I was going to grab something out of the kitchen, and now I can't remember what it was. So I should make notes while making a video. Any case, I'm sorry nobody was able to hop on and join, but I do hope you were able to kind of get an idea of all the different items that we have and how fantastic they are. I absolutely love them. I was going to answer any questions that anybody had, but if you have any questions, just go ahead and you can make comments in the Facebook group for the party. And one more thing about some of the hostess gifts. If you hit $200, you get a thank you gift. There's a set of mini impressions bowls, which I love because they're just like these little tiny ones. Ice cube trays, which are fantastic. Now, I do prefer the fresh and pure ice cube trays, which they're in my freezer, so I don't want to have them melt water throughout because there's a lid on it, and you just pop the lid up and fill it up with water, shut it, and then when you go to get the ice out, pop the lid off, and on the bottom is the little buttons because there's silicone on the bottom. You just pop your ice cubes right out. But also the mini rice maker. So we're big rice people from living in Hawaii for so many years. And my daughter, especially my 12-year-old daughter, loves rice. The mini rice maker is amazing. You just put a half cup of rice and water and pop it in, and you've got yourself some nice rice. Single serving, or depending on how much somebody eats, 2 servings. And let me think what else I was going to say. Oh, and also one of the thank you gifts is a smaller That's bowl, which I don't have at the moment because, again, in use. However, let me go ahead, and you're going to see how messy my kitchen is. So please just ignore the mess and ignore the renovations that are currently taking place. Okay. I can go ahead and I can grab the pitcher. Here we go. So here's our classic pitcher. Okay. Right now, I'm not currently using it, but it gets plenty of use, just like my mother still has hers from way back when. And, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, sorry. Getting old. I was looking. Oh, the 3-piece right round. That's what it was. So here's the tiny one for the 3-piece bright rounds. Okay. All right. You're going to see probably see my dirty dishes over here in the corner, but that's okay. So I will go ahead instead of doing separate images. The stuff literally falls into my pantry. So this is my pantry. This is the only food storage space for non-perishables I have. So I love storage containers. I stick everything I can in them. Now here's the other two mini bright rounds. Okay. Here's some of the canisters up there. Okay, and some rice in my fridge smart. But I stick everything. Like these are fridge smarts that aren't being currently used. Not everybody in my house are big vegetables fans. Me and my oldest son really are the only ones that truly love vegetables. So, but that's the only pantry storage I have. So it really, really helps, and it cuts down on having to worry about anything. Let me see if there's anything else I forgot. As you can see, I've got tons of Tupperware. Okay. Water bottles, utensils. But yeah, these are the little mini impression bowls that come as a thank you gift. Here's something that's in our special toy catalog, our Jungle Jams canisters. Oh, love these. You know, I find a use for everything. And basically, if we'll put snacks in it, we'll play with it, put toys in, shake it up, makes great rattles, especially when you're out and about. Okay, that's it for this side. Let me see if there's anything else got over here that I can show you. Like I said, going above the sink here. What I was looking for was my insulated tumbler. There it is. I'm short, and all my cabinets are hard to get into. Oh dear. Okay. Let me see if I can stretch it up. There we go. Conk. All right, our insulated tumbler. Absolutely love this thing. I use it all the time. It has the dripless straw spout, so you can stick straw in there. And there's no sweating. You don't have to worry about it. I put hot stuff in here. I put cold stuff in here. I shouldn't say hot, but warm. Like warm tea or something like that. And if I didn't want to use the straw, I just would drink it. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I'll show you a few more pieces of the master system. So here is our mincer accessory. I haven't got to use it yet. That's my husband's thing. But we'll go ahead and open her up. Let's unpack the box here. So it's got many different. Okay, unlock it. More pieces to it. Okay. All right. And you know, with our master base system, again, nothing works off electricity. So you don't need electricity to use any of our stuff. Oh. See, just that way here. For the moment. Let me see if anything else interesting. Tucked away in here. In a way. Okay, I think that is about it. And I hope you were able to enjoy the video. I know, again, it's long. I'm not looking at my fridge. So, store my cold brew. And the lid from the spaghetti dispensers fits on top of this because I'm always worried about something getting knocked over or spilled. And the other lid doesn't actually seal on top. So if you want a cold brew carafe, and you can also go ahead and buy this separate. It's just around $5, I think, for just the lid. So, but as you can see, we've got vent and serves galore. And these are actually our freeze-its, but this was ground beef that was in the freezer, and I put it in the fridge to defrost. But it'd be perfectly fresh when it comes out. So, okay, well, I will be making separate videos when I get a chance. My husband using the mandolin and the speedy food slicer because I want some salad. I love salad. And just a side note, if anybody is interested, I still have some of these orange sparkly mega bowls. Okay, Linda from our last brochure that had just ended. So if you're interested, you can contact me on that. But if you guys have any questions or anything, like I said, you can post it in the comments for whichever Facebook party. I didn't want to do 3 or 4 different lives with all the items. I don't think I'd survive, and I don't think anybody else would survive either in my house. So again, thank you very much, and I hope you were able to not be too bored throughout the entire video. Okay, have a good day, guys.